4th, Millis School Committee meeting. We'll start by taking attendance, and then I'll read the announcement. I never remember which is first. Ms. Gibbons?
Here.
I'm here. Ms. Ganstrad?
Here.
Ms. Briggs? Here, virtually, thank you. And Mr. Underhill could not be here tonight. And Superintendent Mulaney?
Here.
Excellent. So this meeting is being recorded and can be viewed on Mondays at 7 p.m. on Comcast Channel 8 or Verizon Channel 37. All meeting videos are also posted to the Millis Public Schools website under School Committee. All videos are also available on YouTube. All school committee minutes and agendas can be found on the school committee page of the Millis Public Schools website. Persons wishing to speak during open session must sign in before the meeting starts. Do we have anyone sign in for?
We do not.
No one is signing for open session. Then we are ready to begin. So as there's no public comment, we will move to the action items. The first action item being consideration to approve the June 10th, 2025 meeting minutes.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Ganstrad?
I make a motion to approve the June 10th meeting minutes.
Second.
Moved and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Unanimous. Passes. Thank you. Next is consideration to approve the executive session minutes for January through June 2025.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Ganstrad?
I make a motion to approve the executive minutes for January through June 2025.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Passes unanimously. Next, we have consideration to approve invoices over $5,000, which is a regular requirement. The school committee approves all invoices over $5,000.
And on that, in the agenda and in my memo, I've listed the vendors, and in the agenda it has the amounts. And these are all regular items that we have, yearly purchases, that most of them involve like software licensing and things. Everything from educational software like BrainPop and IXL to student management software like PowerSchool, diagnostics like M-Class Dibbles, Google Plus license, curriculum software, and they are all listed on the agenda.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Stevens?
I'm actually going to just read them with the amount, just so that we read it into the record.
Sure.
So I make a motion to approve the following quotes and invoices over $5,000. Cognitive Cloud software subscription in the amount of $15,540.48. PowerSchool in the amount of $6,200. M-Class Dibbles in the amount of $5,587.50. Apogee in the amount of $13,867. BrainPop in the amount of $5,025. ClassLink in the amount of $5,021.24. FSI Tech in the amount of $8,427. IXL in the amount of $16,331.25. Renaissance in the amount of $9,711.12. Resultant in the amount of $6,000. Vista in the amount of $5,343.87. Great Minds in the amount of $14,138.25. McGraw-Hill in the amount of $8,849.37.
Second.
Then moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Passes unanimously. Next, we have consideration to approve the end of the year budget expenditures.
Right, and at this point, there's no budget expenditures motion necessary, and the same is true for budget transfers. At the July meeting, we might have some budget transfers as we have closed, that will have closed out the FY '25 budget.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Gibbons?
just a question, Bob. So, it's probably a silly one. I know sometimes if we have surplus at the end of the year, we'll like pay ahead for
Like
tuition. or
prepay
anything like
tuition.
that. Yeah, do we
Yeah.
have any?
So we're still working on that.
Sure,
We
as
are,
expected,
we
I
are
would
planning
expect
to
that
have,
carries.
yeah,
Yeah,
we are planning a surplus,
okay,
and we'll know, we'll have a better idea once salaries are paid out the last pay period.
okay,
And then, yeah, we've already, we are projecting a surplus, and we've worked with the special education office. We have a couple of tuitions we could prepay with the surplus.
okay. And do we have to do that by June 30th?
We can, what we can do is, that's when we can do budget transfers. So take money out of the operating budget.
Yep,
And then encumber that money, so we pay for it before June 30th, but we don't get the bill till after June 30th.
yeah.
So we encumber
Okay,
the
so
money.
we're still gonna move it out of the operating budget
Correct.
before June 30th, so we
Right.
don't lose it.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot.
Oh, I bet you are. I was like, oh, wait, I feel like at the end of the year. Yeah, yep. Thank you.
All right, so that's it for the action items. We do have a time learning update.
Right, and I was gonna do a big slideshow, no. So just a week ago, we had the superintendents had a conference call with the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education about the competency determination requirements. You may recall, earlier this year, we approved competency determination requirements CD for the class of 2025. We did it. We put it in the handbook and program of studies, but we didn't make it a policy because we were predicting that things were gonna change, and things are going to change. And so this webinar we had last week was some guidance from the DESE on the CD moving forward. They reiterated to us during the meeting that this was preliminary information only and subject to change, but they were hoping that there wasn't gonna be much change in it. So there's a new proposed regulation that the school committee will have to approve a competency determination policy that establishes the procedures that demonstrate mastery of skills in ELA, math, and science, defining and outlining satisfactory completion of relevant coursework aligned with the 2023 MCAS standards that were tested by the ELA, math, and science exams in 2023. The CD must define what mastery of the skills are. And then, in addition to that, for the class of 2027, there's going to have to be some kind of procedure for certifying that students have satisfactory completed a one-year U.S. history course and have demonstrated mastery of those skills. So over the summer, the DESE is supposed to release guidance to us and templates and things. And so we should, if all goes according to plan, we should be coming to the committee in the fall with a proposal for the CD requirements. And then once it's approved by the committee, then we're going to have to submit it to the DESE. The DESE does not approve the CDs, it's all on the districts, but they're going to collect every district's CD requirements and publish them, so. And we'll have to put it on our website, we'll have to have it available in numerous languages. And then a part of the CD will also be, okay, what do you do with a kid who transfers in senior year from out of state? How is that kid gonna get his CD? How is an EL student gonna get a CD? So we'll have to include all those. So we're awaiting guidance from the DESE on that one.
It's interesting that they're gonna post them all. They're not gonna approve them, but they're gonna post
Yeah.
them all.
Right, right.
Right,
So the
how about the
regulation,
template,
Yeah,
yes.
right. Are they gonna give us templates? Is that?
yeah, so they
Yeah.
say they're gonna
Mhm.
provide templates for
Okay.
us, for submitting to them.
Right,
They'll want the information
I
in this
understand.
format. But I believe when that law passed in November, basically nullifying the old way to obtain a CD, which was passing MCAS, the DESE said, okay, we're out of the competency
Yeah.
determination game, and it's all on the districts. So that's where we're at on June 24th.
Right.
yeah.
I can imagine it changing, evolving.
Yes, that's a good explanation.
All right, thank you for that. So, do we have, is there any MSBA update that,
Yeah.
yeah?
Well, I can just say that we have a working group meeting tomorrow. We had an in-person school building committee meeting last Wednesday, and we get to touch and feel fabrics and surfaces and floors and tiles and different things that they will be part of a new and updated facility. So, I don't know if Shane and Robin have anything to add.
I can just say that everyone present for the meeting was being very conscious about, looking at material that will last 50 years, but it will not be the highest end either. Trying to find the right material for all of the things, while making sure that it lasts.
The phrase effective came up frequently during
Yes,
that meeting.
that is, yes, came up.
We're very budget conscious.
Yes.
Yes.
They talked about doing a metal roof, have you guys had that conversation yet?
No, they haven't talked about a metal roof.
I'm curious.
Um,
It was a point of conversation for Clyde Brown, and was sort of a late determination, because it's more expensive in the short run, but lasts 50 years, as
Mhm.
opposed to the reflection of the roof and all
Yeah.
that. So, and can still take the solar, as you see. So, I might reach out to
Yeah,
one of the building
we can
committee
mention it,
members.
yeah. We can bring it
Yeah,
up at
it's
small
worth-
working
I'm not on that
meeting.
one, it'll be you and Robin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe just toss it out and see.
I
Because,
just texted Shannon saying that I can't be at that, so I'm gonna let she can go to that one. She can-
I should be able to, hold on, just checking my calendar.
And
Can
if,
you forward me the invite, please, Robin?
Yes, I will.
I don't have the
If there's any
information.
text, I'll forward it to you, you can go.
Thank you.
yeah, and I don't know if metal is better on a slanted roof or because this roof's flat, I don't know, but I'll bring it up.
right. Yeah, see what they say.
Yeah. Yeah,
They'll,
definitely.
they'll have an answer, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
one of the things, since we're talking about metal, one of the things they're doing to make the renovated section more cost effective is using some metal panels. If they're moving walls, if you have a wall in the middle of a window,
Mm.
they get rid of that window and put a metal panel there. And that creates an energy savings, and they talked about that material and making sure that the material was sturdy and wouldn't warp and things like that.
Ooh,
So,
Cost-effective way
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
manage those renos.
Yes. All right, thank you. So we have, so the superintendent report, is that, do you have, it's the summertime, it's hot in the building?
Right, so that's pretty much it. You know, kind of leading into new business.
Right.
I was informed yesterday that the Transportation Committee had ratified a proposed contract with the committee and the Millis Association of Van and Bus Drivers, School Van and Bus Drivers, approved a one-year extension to their current CBA, which was from FY '22 to FY '25, that should say in my memo. So basically, for FY '26, all terms from the prior agreement would remain in place with the exception of the salary scale that removes 2 steps and adds 2 steps. So the former step 3 becomes step 1, and then 2 steps are added on at the end. They felt that a one-year deal would get them off cycle with the teacher's contract. And also, as you know, we've hired a number of new people, and they'd like to kind of get a year under their belt to you know, work together as an association.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Gibbons?
I make a motion to approve the transportation contract as ratified by the Millis Association of Van and Bus Drivers, with a one-year extension with salary changes as outlined by the superintendent.
Second?
Moved and seconded, any further discussion?
Thanks for taking us on, Bob, and
Yes,
working with
thank
them to
you.
do
Yeah,
it.
no, it was really good, and again, I'm very happy we were able to do it before June 30th.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah, thank you for that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Excellent. And then one other item of new business would be that we and the superintendent have agreed to a contract for FY '25 through FY '27. FY '25, the salary is a 3% COLA increase. '26 is a 3% COLA increase, and '27 we will meet and complete negotiations for salary and other financial compensation no later than 30 days prior to the start of FY '27.
Do we have to vote to approve that too, Mr. Chair?
It's good.
I vote to approve superintendent's contract as, I'll just read it, for fiscal '25 through fiscal '27, 3% COLA increase for '25, 3% COLA increase for fiscal '26, and fiscal '27, to be determined no later than 30 days prior to the start of the fiscal '27 contract year.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Passes unanimously. That is, do we have any correspondence to,
No correspondence.
excellent. A little more new business? Any other, do we have anything else to, no? Just one final acknowledgement, perhaps, for Ms. Gibbons, who was, after, forgive me for not knowing this, how, you've,
Oh, no, it's no problem.
quite a few,
11.
11 years of service to these students, right? I mean,
11 years.
11 years. I'm happy to have had a couple of those with you, to help the newbie along the way. So
It is bittersweet for sure. It
Yeah.
has been a tremendous opportunity to serve the community and the district and the students and the staff, and my fellow committee members, current and past. I'm sad to go, but I also know it's the right time. So, you're in very good hands,
District.
with everybody, so look at me getting off here.
And I'd like to thank Denise too for all my years, you know, as principal and as superintendent with Denise on the committee. She's been an outstanding advocate for the students and Millis schools. Really appreciate that and all the work, you know, you've done for us. And I go back to, you know, during COVID when you would be up at 4 a.m. making vaccine appointments for
Yeah.
teachers, you know, but that's the kind of things Denise did. And, you know, not everyone knew all the blood, sweat, and tears and love you put into it, so thank you very much.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bob.
Yes,
It was an honor and a privilege.
Yes, you've been amazing the last few years that I've been on the committee. I think this is my 8th year.
Oh my
And
God,
so
that
supported.
seems wild.
I know, I've won 3 elections and this is the
Yeah,
second
right.
year into my 3rd election.
Yeah.
3rd cycle. But you're so level-headed and cool and calm
Yes.
about everything and you just like go with the flow and it's just so amazing and you're so knowledgeable and just all that.
Yes.
Well, I am only a text or a phone call away, so I'm always here to help.
You haven't changed your number.
Nope, I haven't changed my number.
Not yet.
No, yeah, right, no, you know where I live.
Yeah.
Keep track of that.
Ding dong.
Yeah, right. Yes, I promise I will answer.
And, to no surprise at all, I would imagine.
Bricks to the head.
Very heavy. This is for you.
Thank you. This is the, I will look at it, love it, and then give it right back. And you can save it for when the new building gets.
Yeah,
Yes,
and you get to keep your name.
That's amazing, actually.
Oh.
You guys will need this, but I'll
Yeah.
take this.
Yeah.
That's gonna go right with my.
I pray that we
Oh,
have
thank you.
the years correct on the brick.
Even if you don't, I won't know. No, it's perfectly correct. Because we built the playground in 2013, and it was the next year that I joined the school committee. Yep, that's how I remember, because I know the playground was 2013.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I will miss you guys, but like I said, I'm not far, and I mean it. Like, if you need anything, I know there's a lot of change and a lot of movements and all that. If you need anything, just text, call. I'm here, I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And thank you, Dave, for everything and putting up with us.
Well, that, unless I'm missing something, that will conclude the meeting for this evening.
I think Denise should make the motion.
I totally.
Oh, yeah, I'm happy to do that. Mr. Chair,
Ms. Gibbons.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. This is a roll call vote, I believe. to
If we're not going to
adjourn.
executive session, you don't even have to roll call it.
No, then we are not going into executive session. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Our next meeting is July 29th. Will be a virtual meeting, July 29th, 2025.
Love that.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Rob. Stay cool.
Bye. Have
Thanks
a
for
great
zooming in.
month, guys.